This is just another sound check. No.
Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel and to my kitchen. Another oxtail recipe in my Jamaican kitchen to upload today. Let's go.
You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari. Why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days and when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him what you get. Turn your back on your brother when him need you.
Okay guys, if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe. Don't forget to press the notification bell and you will not be left out on all my new uploads, and I'm always good, alright? Let's jump right into this oxtail recipe. I have about 3 pounds of oxtail right there. Whenever I go to the meat market, I always have them cut it up real small. I mean, I like my oxtail cut big and fat because me want my thing to cook right through and taste it to the bone. So this is how I have my oxtails done every time I go to the meat market. And that is 3 pounds. Now, the things that I'm going to be putting on my oxtail to make it mean and good to the taste in my Jamaican kitchen, of course I'm going to be adding vinegar. Vinegar is a must in my kitchen for my food. I'm also going to be using some grace browning. I have a link down in the description. It's going to show you how to make your browning from scratch, but if you want to go fast, easy and simple like me, grab yourself a bottle of browning. Now I am going to be using King Spice Collection, Keith Lauren, Caribbean Jerk, beef stew oxtail, and the gourmet seasoned sea salt. Oh my god, it's gonna be mean wicked in my kitchen right now. I will also leave the link below so you can go right on Keith Lauren website and order your spices. You will not be disappointed. Now, for turn it up another level, I'm going to use salt and black pepper, of course, for flavor. I'm going to add a little bit of fresh ginger to it. If you don't have fresh ginger, grab yourself some powdered ginger. I'm also going to be adding some paprika. Now guys, this is my green seasoning that I made at home. I'm going to also put the link down below to show you how I made this green seasoning fast, easy and simple in your kitchen. It's good for any kind of thing that you're going to cook. Oxtail, chicken, beef, pork, vegan recipes. Go ahead, all natural. The thing turn up loud bad. Now, let's get right into it because we're about to turn up this kitchen mad loud with the oxtail recipe here today. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is add my vinegar, salt, and black pepper for flavor. Keith Lauren beef stew and oxtail seasoning goes on next. Bien. Keith Lauren Caribbean Jerk, of course. Keith Lauren gourmet seasoned sea salt, paprika. I'm going to add some browning to that, and then I'm going to add my homemade green seasoning. And your oxtail will be ready for cooking. If you want even better results, you can season it up from overnight. But with my green seasoning, all 1 minute is still good. Okay, so now I have my pot on the fire, and all I'm going to do is put some oil in that pot. And it doesn't matter what kind of oil you put, any oil is just fine. It's been 1 hour now since I've been letting this oxtail just sit there and flavor up all that goodness that I put on there. I'm going to go ahead and put my oxtails in. Now all that marinade from the oxtail, you're going to put that aside. And you just want to turn the oxtail on the other side. Just going to give it a little bit of color. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add my ginger to it, and then I'm going to add the remaining of my marinade on top of that oxtail. And what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cover it up nice and tight. My fire is on high heat at this point, right? But I'm going to cover it up nice and tight, and I'm going to come right back here in 5 minutes, because I want the flavor from the ginger start soaking through to the oxtail before I add any more water to this. So 5 minutes, I'm going to come right back. Okay guys, after 5 minutes of cooking, now it's time to add our water in. And you are going to cook this oxtail until nice and tender. Now everybody's oxtail is different, y'all. So you're going to make sure your oxtail cook nice and tender. I just had about 4 cups to 5 cups of water, right? I know say 5 cups of water ain't gonna cook this oxtail because this is stovetop. I'm not putting it in the pressure cooker. This is gonna be stovetop style. So you are going to be adding water until your oxtail is cooking nice and tender. So when this oxtail cook tender enough for me to finish up the next step, I'm gonna show you that one there. Okay guys, so now that my oxtail is cooked nice and tender, it's time for me to finish up the dish. So I'm going to add my scallions, bell peppers go in, some fresh thyme, I'm going to add some tomatoes and a hot pepper. Now to complete that, I'm going to add some ketchup. And as far as your ketchup goes, it's up to you to know how much ketchup you want to put. Me love ketchup. Now if you don't want to put ketchup, be sure to add some tomato paste to it. Now you want to go ahead and give it your taste test. You want to make sure you give it your taste test, guys, because you want to make sure that you have enough salt in it. And if you want to add a little bit more something to it, you go ahead and add that. But for me, I'm all good, because all my season, my other season, was added to my green season. Okay, so that is fine. If you want your oxtail a little darker than this, you could go ahead and add a little bit more brown into it. So now my fire is on medium heat, and I'm going to go ahead and cover this up, and I'm going to give it about 30 minutes to simmer, and then after 30 minutes I will be all done. You can also give that little pepper a pop if you'd like, but I don't want it to be hot and spicy. I want it to just have flavor. Okay, so 30 minutes, medium heat, and we'll be right back here. So my oxtails are all done. Nice and tender. Look at that. That's some really good gravy. Now, if you enjoyed this recipe, give me a big fat thumbs up. Share, share, share. Let me know what you want to see me cooking on my kitchen next. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm going to let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.